Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram today. And in this part of the cricket show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to preview the one-day series which is going to be starting tomorrow at Southampton, where England and West Indies clash. So basically, the test matches are all over. We saw how West Indies really put up a fight, and I was really looking forward to this particular contest of this one-day series. The reason being, West Indies are at full strength. They already shown lots of confidence. We saw that when they played in this, even though they lost, they put up a good fight. And Tino Best was the man who showed that with that 95 by the number 11 batsman, becoming the second highest. Becoming the highest scorer as far as number 11 batsman is concerned. So that really shows what is the determination in this West Indies team. And especially with Darren Sammy, such a great motivator as captain leading the team. You could expect more. And the other good news for West Indies, according to me, is that West Indies are absolutely strengthened. All the people are back from the IPL. Now I'll be doing the preview here, and just let's talk about the West Indies team. So I am expecting a very tough series. For sure, England have the home advantage, no doubt about it. But West Indies, I think they are really looking like firebrand cricketers. They have good all-rounders, they have good batsmen. We'll talk about some people are in form, and I'll be talking about that. So let's start off with the West Indies team. So tomorrow is the first one-day international between West Indies and England, which kicks off at Southampton in this 5 one-day international series. So as far as West Indies are concerned, Chris Gayle, the dasher, is back. You know what damage he did in the IPL, and his differences with the WICB are all over, and now he's back in full colors. And let me tell you, I also agree with Otis Gibson, the coach, who said that Chris Gayle is the best one-day batsman in the world currently. Why not? Absolutely. There's absolutely not an iota of doubt about it that Chris Gayle is, according to me, I would also rate him as the best one-day batsman in the world currently. And Chris Gayle will be opening possibly with Lendl Simmons. Now Lendl Simmons is a very good batsman. He can, he also can play some good strokes, but off form he has been a bit out of form. But I'm sure the England contingent will take some time to acclimatize. But I'm sure Lendl Simmons will come into his own. So that's the opening combination. Lendl Simmons will open with Chris Gayle. Darren Bravo will be one drop. Darren Bravo, he didn't have a very good test series. He would be longing to do well, but yes, he did very well against Middlesex when West Indies crushed Middlesex by 228 runs by getting a century under his belt, an unbeaten century at that. So Darren Bravo would have really got that confidence going now. Marlon Samuels, he has been doing great as far as this test series was concerned. He did a wonderful job for West Indies. He was the most consistent. He was the man of the series for West Indies. So Marlon Samuels, well, watch out, England. And then Kieron Pollard, that big hitter, is back. Kieron Pollard comes into the mix, and you know what Kieron Pollard can do. He is there contributing in all 3 departments of the game. There are 2 players who will be contributing in all departments of the game, and that would be Kieron Pollard and Dwayne Bravo. Kieron Pollard, what he could change the match in a tries with his bat. As far as his bowling is concerned, well, he has those medium pace, but he can be really deceptive sometimes. And he's what type of the amount of punch he packs when he hits the ball. Let me also tell you, his fielding is a major plus, because his fielding is electric, I would say. And then Dwayne Bravo. Now Dwayne Bravo comes into the side. Dwayne Bravo also coming from the IPL, another person who is more experienced than Kieron Pollard, and he brings all his all-round skills into place. His batting, his bowling, fielding, name it, and Dwayne Bravo has it. And then so there's a lot of competition now as far as the West Indies cricket team is concerned. Dwayne Smith, who has made his mark back into the West Indies team. He made 96 the other day. Now he has to really fight for his place into the team, because it's going to be a toss-up between Dwayne Bravo and Dwayne Smith, and I'm sure Dwayne Bravo will get the nod, even though Dwayne Smith probably his fielding is a bit on the other side. So probably Dwayne Bravo, with his experience, will definitely come in. Dinesh Ramadan coming back on the heels of a century in the Test series. He will be full of confidence after that. Yes, he might have been thinking about that fine that was imposed. Everything would be put back, and he would be backfiring, I suppose. Andre Russell. Now, look at the all-rounders. Andre Russell is a good all-rounder to have, because he can hit the ball very hard, and his bowling is going to be another plus. And then we have, and he's also a good fielder, Darren Sammy, the motivated captain. He himself, you know what he can do with the bat. He's one of those clean hitters of the ball, according to me. He can hit the ball from where he stays, and that's what is the speciality of Darren Sammy. He can just bang. Also his bowling is something which is a very, very economical bowling. He has some good record in one-day internationals and 2020s as far as the ball is concerned, and he's also a good fielder. And then we have Ravi Rampal coming in, who will be sharing the new ball probably with Andre Russell, and he's a very, very good one-day specialist there. And Sunil Narine, a surprise packet. You know what he did in the IPL, the man of the IPL, and he got those test match, but he couldn't really perform. But that's okay. But it's going to be one-day internationals. And one-day internationals, when the batsmen are trying to go against you, Sunil Narine is going to be a difficult proposition. Let me tell you, he doesn't have close quarters there. But Sunil Narine, if the batsman takes the chance to go and hit him, they might fumble on that attempt and might lose their wickets. So I think West Indies team are looking absolutely hungry, and I think it's going to be a tough series. So let's look at the England team. England team, well, I have some not a good news for the English fans here, because Ian Bell, I'm told, has injured his chin in net practice, which is not good news. I wouldn't know the details, but Ian Bell has injured his chin, and I hope he plays, because Andy Flower has lots of confidence in him, and as you know, England doesn't have Kevin Peterson. So looking at all this, looks like West Indies, according to me, even though I think West Indies would be favourites here. And England, Alistair Cook is going to be the new captain. He'll be captaining the side, as you know, Andrew Strauss is not there. Alistair Cook will captain the side, and as you know, he's a very good one-day player nowadays. And then Ian Bell, whether he's going to open tomorrow, that's a question mark now. Jonathan Trott will be coming one drop. He's also a very good one-day player. Ravi Bopara, he's a good one-day specialist, so he comes in. Ian Morgan will be very happy to come into this England team after a long time, and he hit a 49-ball century. So West Indies know what damage he can do with a bat. And then Craig Kisweeter with the wicketkeeper. And Craig Kisweeter is also a very good batsman, likes to get on with the game, likes to go for his strokes, and he coming in the middle order will really, really strengthen this England unit. And then look at the bowlers. The bowlers are going to be the real key as far as England are concerned, because they have to get the West Indian wickets. And that's going to be the key, and also bowl economically. This is the triumvirate, I would say, of Tim Bresnan, Stuart Broad, James Anderson, Steve Finn, and the world-class spinner Graham Swan. Would be really loving to throttle these West Indies batsmen, not to allow them to make runs and then frustrate them and make them give their wickets. Tim Bresnan, well, he's another one-day specialist bowler. Stuart Broad and Anderson, you know what they can do with the new ball and how they can provide the breakthroughs for England. And Graham and Stephen Finn with his side, let me tell you, it will be a very, very difficult proposition in the one-day internationals for sure, because it's not going to be easy to stroke Stephen Finn. With his height that with the height that he has, he generates a lot of bounce, and he also bowls with lots of pace. And then Graham Swan, the right arm off spinner, would be quite a handful. And you know, Graham Swan is another bowler who would be a perfect, I would say, a foil. Not a foil for the English bowlers for sure, but it would be an answer to Sunil Narine, and that would be very interesting to see. So tomorrow, the first one-day international of the series between England and West Indies kicks off at West End in Southampton. So watch out for that, and I'm surely watching out for that, because I think it's going to be a cracker of a series with no teams giving an inch, and we are going to really have the English fans and the world fans all over are going to be really glued to their sets to watch this exciting event happen, exciting spectacle happen tomorrow at Southampton. So please keep an eye then. And then tomorrow we also have the fourth one-day international coming up between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. They have 2 more one-days to go with locked at 1-1, the third one-day international being washed out. So what Sri Lanka has done is they put reserve days if at all it gets washed out, that's the news. Other than that, I don't have anything else to share, dear fans, friends and subscribers. A pleasure talking to you and bringing this preview of the one-day cricket series between West Indies and England, which kicks off tomorrow at Southampton. Until then, it's goodbye from your host Ram here. Thank you.